Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to you with that instant Las Vegas Summer League analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on YouTube forever. Of course, we gonna talk about a bad game. San Antonio Spurs versus the New York Knicks. Spurs go to 1-1. Knicks go to 0-2. Spurs win it 70-49. 49 is just terrible. But it started off like that as well. Spurs only scored 16 points in the first quarter. The Knicks scored 10. It got worse for the Knicks. The Spurs got better, 23, but the Knicks only scored 7 points. And then in the third quarter, the Spurs only scored 13. The Knicks finally had a good game in the third, which was 20 points. And then in the fourth quarter, the Knicks only scored 12. And while the Spurs was only able to get 18, both teams really had trouble scoring the ball and taking care of the ball, but the Spurs did it a little bit better, and they get the win. That all they had to do is put defensive effort and knock down a little bit more than the Knicks when it comes to shots, and they was able to get an easy win in this one. Robbins played 13 minutes. He went 0-2 from 3, 0-2 from the free throw line. Good looks for him. Couldn't put it in the basket. 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 5 turnovers. The 5 turnovers was the most in the game for the Knicks. 6 personal fouls as well. Couldn't guard, couldn't take care of the ball in this one. A bad performance from him because he also didn't score a point. Minus 14 and plus minus. Muhammad, he had some wide open looks as well. Could not knock him down either. He finished 0-5 from the field, 0-3 from the three-point line. He did have 5 rebounds, which ended up leading the team, but that's a low amount to have in a full game. 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and a minus 14. And plus minus is what he finished the game with. Pacom played 23 minutes. He had 13 points, but he went 4-12 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3 to get it. So it was hard for him to do it. Not only that, he went 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He did have 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 3 turnovers. He also had 2 steals in the block. 1 personal foul and was a minus 9 and plus minus. Tyler Nickel played 30 minutes. That was the most on the team. He actually had the most points on the team, which was only 16, but it's better than nothing. Somebody had to score. He went 6 of 14 from the field, 4 of 11 from 3. He ended up missing his only free throw. He had trouble scoring and getting shots off throughout the game. But you got to take them. You got 24 seconds basically to make a shot. 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 2 blocks. The 2 blocks ended up being the most in the starting lineup. He also had 1 personal foul and was a minus 15 and plus minus. Dylan Jones also was a minus 15, but he only had 6 points. He ended up going 2 of 5 from the field. He missed all of his threes, finishing 0 of 2 from the three-point line. He went 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He did have 1 rebound and 3 assists. The 3 assists ended up being the most on the team, tied with Jack off the bench. Other than that, he had 2 turnovers, 2 steals, and a block. The 2 steals was tied for the most on the team with 2 other guys. One was Pacom. 1 personal foul and was a minus 15 and plus minus. Nick played 8 minutes. He missed his only shot, which was a 3. He had 2 rebounds. He had 2 assists, no turnovers, and a personal foul. It was a plus 5 and plus minus by the end of the game. Lance Ware, 13 minutes. He ended up going 0-2 from the free throw line, missing those as well. So he went scoreless because of that. 1 rebound, no turnover, and a block by the end of the game for him. 2 personal fouls and was a minus 10 and plus minus. Ute played 1 minute. He ended up going 0-3 from the field, missing every single shot that he took, whether it was a good look or not. He did have 3 rebounds, no turnovers, no personal fouls. His 3 rebounds all was offensive. He also had a minus 2 and plus minus. Will Johnston ended up playing 19 minutes. He only went 1 of 4 from the field. He missed his only 3, so he finished with 2 points. He did have 2 rebounds, no turnover, and a steal. 1 personal foul and was a minus 6 and plus minus. Langston Wilson played 6 minutes. He went 0 of 3 from the field. He missed his only 3. He also had 4 rebounds, which was the most off the bench. 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. Like I said, that was tied for the most in the game. He also had 1 personal foul, which is good because he only had played 19 minutes. You don't foul too much, but he also was a minus 6 and plus minus. A minus 2 and plus minus with that 1 personal foul. Toby played 5 minutes. He missed his only field goal. He had 1 turnover, no personal fouls, and was a minus 2 and plus minus. Keith played 3 minutes. He also didn't do much since he didn't play that many minutes, but he took 2 shots, missed both. 1 was a 3. He missed that as well. He had no turnovers, no personal foul, was a -2 and plus minus. Jack played 21 minutes. That was the most off the bench. He also took the most shots off the bench. It was tied for the most shots taken on the team with Tyler Nickel. He went 5 of 14 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3. He had 5 rebounds, which was the most off the bench. He also had 3 assists, which was the most off the bench. He also had 1 turnover and 2 steals. The 2 steals was tied for the most in the game. It was the most off the bench. He also had 3 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, and was a -7 and plus minus. And then Sellers played 5 minutes. He didn't do nothing but get a turnover and a personal foul and was a -6 and plus minus. Eric Reynolds, the second, played 7 minutes. He missed both of his shots, including his only 3 and his only free throw. 2 rebounds for him, 2 turnovers, 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and he finished as a -6 and plus minus. I mean, they all had trouble scoring the ball, shooting the ball, finishing at the rim, and even making their free throws. They didn't really do anything good in this game. They even turned the ball over a lot as well, and they got destroyed on the rebounding end too. So you can see why this game even turned out to be a blowout, although both teams didn't shoot that great. Torres Reed tried to score. He was physical. He was taking jumpers, but he went 2 of 9 from the field in 23 minutes and finished with 5 points. He went 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 9 rebounds. That ended up being the most on the team. He had 2 assists, 5 turnovers as well. You know, he wasn't as crafty, wasn't as smooth as he wanted to be offensively, but we'll see how he continues to develop. He did also have 1 steal, 4 offensive rebounds, and 7 personal fouls. The 7 personal fouls was the most on the team, and he was a +14 and plus minus by the end of the game. Malik Brown, 24 minutes, 8 points. He went 2 of 2 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. So it's good that he made the shots that he ended up getting. But he also had 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 4 turnovers, 2 steals, and 1 block. And he had 6 personal fouls. He was trying to compete defensively. He was trying to stay in front of guys, just didn't work out for him that much in this one. And then the turnover just happened too frequently when he had the ball. Other than that, Emmanuel Miller played 22 minutes. He had 2 points. He went 1 of 7 from the field. He went 0 of 2 from 3. So he basically missed everything, including all of his 2-pointers besides 1. That's a bad scoring game, no matter how you shake it. I mean, no matter how you look at it. He also had 5 rebounds, which is good, especially because he had no turnovers and still got a steal in the block while also getting a personal foul. And he finished the game with 1 offensive rebound, was a +9 and plus minus. Jacoby Gillespie, 24 minutes. He had 14 points. He went 6 of 14 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3. Good scoring from Jacoby. Not the greatest, but not bad in this one. He also had 5 assists with 1 turnover. You have to love that, including the fact that he had 5 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 offensive rebounds, and had only 1 personal foul, was a +15 and plus minus. A really, really good game from him. You expect him to have games like this, and he was able to get it done for himself and his teammates. And then Carter Bryant, a veteran when it comes to Summer League, 23 minutes. He had 19 points, was able to finish at the rim, was able to get to the rim and finish as well, whether that was in transition or just in the half court, knocked down his threes, knocked down his free throws. He did have 2 rebounds, had made some mistakes in this one when he was trying to make decisions, but he finished with 4 turnovers. He did have 1 steal and 2 blocks. He was able to do that while only getting 1 personal foul, and he finished as a +12 and plus minus, and he did get 1 offensive rebound out of the 2. Miles Barnstable, 2 minutes. He got 1 rebound, 1 assist, took no shots, no free throws, so he went scoreless. No turnovers, no personal foul, a +2 and plus minus. David played 5 minutes. He made his only shot, so he finished with 2 points. He had no turnovers, 2 personal fouls, a +6 and plus minus. Igor Milicic played 13 minutes. He had 5 points. He went 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3. Got to be happy with that in the short amount of minutes that he played, while also getting 4 rebounds, which was tied for the most off the bench. He also had 2 assists, no turnovers, and a block. 1 offensive rebound, no personal fouls, and a -2 and plus minus. Jaden Nunn played 16 minutes. He went 0 of 6 from the field, 0 of 3 from the 3-point line. He missed his only free throw. Basically missed as every shot that you basically can take. So just a bad game just for that. On top of that, he did have 1 turnover, 1 personal foul in 16 minutes. Best thing about it was he had 2 rebounds, 1 being offensive, and was a +4 and plus minus. Tyson played 2 minutes. Grant Foster, he did go 0-2 from the field. He had 1 rebound, no turnovers. He also had no personal fouls and was a +2 and plus minus. RJ Melendez, 8 minutes. He went 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. So he scored, with the small amount of shots that he took, which was great. He also had 4 rebounds. That was tied for the most off the bench. He had no turnovers, 1 offensive rebound, no personal fouls. Was a plus 14 and plus minus. Lee played 11 minutes. He ended up making a 3 and missing 2. So that was why he finished with 3 points. He also had 2 rebounds, no turnover, no personal fouls. It was a plus 1 and plus minus. R.J. Davis played 18 minutes and had 5 points. He went 2 of 9 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3. He had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 turnovers. The 3 turnovers was the most off the bench, but he also did get a steal. He had a personal foul and was a plus 4 and plus minus. And you look at the field goals, the Spurs shot 71 field goals. They made 37% of them. The Knicks shot 68. They made 26% of them. That's just terrible. 36 threes by the Knicks. They shot 19%. You don't really think that can happen, but Summer League it does. 27 from 3 for the Spurs. They shot 30%, which is at below average as well. 9 free throws for the Spurs. They shot 78%. 9 also for the Knicks, but they shot 33%, which means they basically missed all of them besides 3. 47 rebounds for the Spurs, only 32 for the Knicks. You're going to lose if you do that, especially because the Spurs had 15 assists. The Knicks only got 13. 20 turnovers for the Spurs. The Knicks did take care of the ball a little bit better with 18. Both teams, though, had 8 steals, but the Spurs had 6 blocks. The Knicks ended up having 8. And then 16 offensive rebounds for the Spurs, 10 for the Knicks. 31 defensive rebounds for the Spurs, 22 for the Knicks. Both teams had 20 personal fouls by the end of the game. This was just a game where the Knicks could not make anything at all throughout basically the entire game. And the Spurs made more than them, so they won. I ain't really got much to say about this one. Both teams didn't perform at the level that they could have. And the Knicks, they got locked up. They was making some bad decisions. They was, forced into some tough shots. They never really got enough quality looks. So you do got to give the Spurs credit for that. But sometimes they just flat out couldn't make anything, even if it was wide open. And that's one of the biggest reasons why they got blown out. And I feel like the Spurs played a little harder and played with a little bit more effort defensively, rebounding wise, and also attacking them in that mid area in the paint. They didn't want to get as many jump shots sometimes, and it ended up working out for them a lot of times too. But, a lot of missed opportunities, a lot of missed chances for the Knicks and the Spurs. One team got a win, though, and tonight it was the Spurs playing a lot better in a weird way because they didn't play great either on the offensive end to win this game. That's all they had to do. You'll take it. We did what we were supposed to do. We did the best we could tonight, and it was enough to get the win in a blowout fashion. So still got to hold your head up and be proud of that. You just want to perform better in the next couple games, and that's what the Spurs are going to have to do if they want to have a really, really good summer league against some of the better teams in summer league later on in this week. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. Any news breaks or more summer league content will be coming out later today. So if you like that type of stuff, you should definitely be subscribed by now. And if you want more than that, I also got more videos on my channel that you can watch and more coming up in the future if it's meant for me to put them out. And y'all should be hitting the notification bell for that reason too if you haven't already. Other than that, see y'all when I see y'all, man.